must be getting closer and closer to a full, official, final announcement of the Criminal Activity DLC for Battlefield Hardline, because the information that I've got for you today is building upon stuff that we learnt about a couple of weeks ago. But Visceral still decided to hold back some of the key vital information about what we know so far. So yesterday, Visceral dropped this article on Battlelog, and it went into detail about lots of different things, but decided not to give us the specifics, like names of weapons, for example. So I think that there's going to be some other formal announcement in maybe the next week or so, where they will finally detail everything that's going into this DLC, but at least for now, they did confirm there will be 5 new weapons. One will be a pump-action bullpup shotgun, which will be for the Enforcer class. There will be a new battle rifle for the Enforcer class, and an assault rifle for the Enforcer class, which I thought was a strange decision, actually, because most assault rifles would go in the Operator class, but not here, and there is a specific reason for that. It's because it fires the same 7.62 by 51mm rounds that the battle rifles fire as well, which is what gives it the higher damage output. Along with those 3 weapons, as I confirmed in a previous video, there will be these armor-piercing tracer rounds that will be available for the battle rifle and the assault rifle, which gives you the ability to make the armored insert basically devoid. It doesn't matter anymore because it does more damage and negates it completely, which is a nice little feature, but as it's a tracer round, it does make you extremely visible, which means it will be harder for you to sort of keep yourself off the mini-map at times where you don't want to be showing up, especially out in the open on maps like Backwards, which is going to be the biggest of the 4, then those tracer rounds might not be such a great idea. And for the shotgun, you'll be getting access to the new breaching rounds, which are basically explosive rounds that have the ability to blow the doors off of their hinges, rather than you having to get like a heavy melee weapon out or do something like that or throw C4 at it. You could just shoot your way through the door, and it saves a little bit of time. You don't have to stop, wait for the door to open, and then carry on running again. Sounds like a good idea, and it's going to do some pretty good damage at close range to infantry as well, which is always a nice point in a first-person shooter. Along with those 3 standard weapons, we will be getting access to a battle pickup, I suppose you can call it, the nail gun, which has already been detailed before, and the 5th weapon is a new submachine gun. And from the trailer that's been released already, we know exactly what that is. That's the Tommy gun. The one extra bit of information that we have now, though, is that the Tommy gun will be available for all classes within the game. It's not limited to just one, like the Operator or the Mechanic. No, you can pick it up in any of the classes, which finally gives the Recon class the ability to use a fully automatic weapon. Well, I guess they already had like the 93R and the G18, which are really powerful in Hardline, but at least now they've got like a fully automatic primary weapon and not just a secondary. And it gives a different playstyle that then can be adopted across any class in the game. I'm not 100% sure though, because I think Visceral did state before Hardline came out that they wanted each specific class to have its own role, and now they're giving all of the classes access to this weapon, which means any of them can run any style really that they want. Maybe it was a mistake to do that, but we'll have to wait and see. It could be a really good decision. On top of that, for the Tommy gun, they confirmed that there will be extended mags, which means you can get 50 rounds in the drum magazine, and they're 45 ACP rounds as well, which means they do some pretty serious damage at close to medium range. The article continues on to confirm what the 2 new weapons are going to be. I think we already knew what one of them was going to be at least, which is the Lowrider, and that comes available with hydraulic suspension and a custom musical horn, which sounds pretty cool. I like the idea of the hydraulic suspension. We'll have to see how that goes. And the second vehicle is the pickup truck, or what already people are calling the Technical, because it does sort of have a striking resemblance to the one that's available in GTA 5. You can see it in the background of this picture right here, actually. This was one that was included in the article, which gives you a really good look at what the nail gun is going to look like too. And one final thing to tack on to the end here. You know I mentioned those breaching rounds that are available for the shotguns in the game? Well, yeah, those can be manually switched into your weapon during a round. You have to equip them as a gadget, just like the Magnum rounds are currently available for the AWM and the R700 in the Recon class. Well, yeah, you have to switch to the Magnum rounds as a gadget. But in-game, with the shotguns, you can switch rounds between buckshot and the breaching rounds, which actually sounds really cool. I kind of like the idea of being able to switch within game, a bit like how the crossbow can be switched in Battlefield 3, where you could have like the explosive bolt or the long range bolt. Work very similar with the shotguns actually. And that's about it really. The article kind of just built on what we already knew was coming in the Criminal Activity DLC, and the fact that it didn't name what the 3 main sort of equipable weapons are going to be leads me to believe that Visceral will have more to reveal about this DLC. Maybe it's not much more, maybe it is just those names, but there's got to be an announcement at some point. Maybe they'll do a reveal trailer, I'm not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. But there we have it, you're up to speed on Battlefield Hardline. I know I haven't been doing much Hardline on my channel since the game released. It's kind of not been hugely popular with most of you guys, but I did still commit to doing these videos, and I think a lot of what you guys expect from me is kind of these news and update videos. I will of course do proper ones as well. Maybe we can do some videos about the 3 new weapons that are coming in, we could do some reviews of that. But it's really just because not as many people are interested in Hardline as BF4, so I'm kind of still sticking with BF4 as my main game. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could leave me a like, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And leave some comments as well about what you think the Criminal Activity DLC is going to be like. And don't forget to check out g2a.com/r/Westy and grab yourself some great deals on some of the newest games out there right now. The link's in the description. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.